I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
It's a place where the smell of oil and the roar of engines meets the crossroads of fashion and rebellion. It's all about the leather biker jacket. Its zippers glinting in the twilight of subculture and the mainstream. Born from the backs of renegade motorcyclists, all the way to the runways of haute couture, this iconic jacket has woven its way through the fabric of society, becoming a symbol of freedom, non-conformity, and enduring cool.
The bike riders are a super visual group, and I like that because I was a visual artist, and they were a little nuts, you know, and I like that. And yeah, I saw these guys as having, first of all, they were rebels, they were rejects, they were free in a way. They really look like what they are, you know. They have a uniform.
Hey! I told you to take that jacket off.
You'd have to kill me to get this jacket off.
Burn it down.
In this chapter of The Fabric of Fashion, Untold Stories, we buckle up and ride through the history of the leather biker jacket. Charting its evolution from a piece of protective gear to a fashion statement, and how it's embedded itself into the collective consciousness as the uniform of the rebel.
Where are you going when you leave here? Don't you know?
Oh, man, we just gonna go.
Just trying to make conversation. It means nothing to me.
Well, on the weekends, we go out and have a ball.
Well, what do you do? I mean, do you just ride around, or do you go on some sort of a picnic or something?
A picnic? Man, you are too square. I have to straighten you out. Now, listen, you don't go any one special place. That's cornball style. You just go. The bunch gets together after all week. It builds up. The idea is to have a ball. Now, if you're gonna stay cool, you got to whale. You got to put something down. You got to make some jive. Don't you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, that's all I'm saying.
My father was going to take me on a fishing trip to Canada once.
Yeah?
We didn't go.
Crazy.
Marlon Brando influenced my jacket, my black leather jacket.
Yeah, I think Marlon Brando was an influence on when I was a kid.
Yeah, Marlon Brando totally influenced my look entirely. I saw The Wild One and I was hitched.
Gino, come on, get up, boy! Come on, get up! Don't let him make a fool of you! Go get him, Gino! Come on, go get him! Go get him, Gino!
Johnny, I love you.
Hey, he's a keen. get a load of this.
They're real bells. Aren't they cute?
Crazy.
Hey, somebody tell me what that means. BRMC. What does it mean?
Black Rebels Motorcycle Club.
Isn't that cute? Hey, Johnny, what are you rebelling against?
What do you got?
Whether it was motorcycle gang, motorcycle enthusiast, rock stars, each subculture would add its own pins, patches and patina to the leather canvas. And then there was the influence of my favourite, Lloyd Johnson, and his brand, La Rocca, and his store on the King's Road, Johnson's, the modern outfitters. It was a retail epicentre for all things cool, where rock stars would congregate. Ironically, it was just down the road from, or just up the road from World's End, Vivienne Westwood and Malcolm McLaren's store, which at the time of the punk movement was called Sex. And whilst the Pistols were hanging out with McLaren and Westwood, it was Lloyd Johnson and his modern urban outpost. There would be another centre on the King's Road in swinging London. Alas, Johnson's is no more, and Lloyd Johnson himself has actually passed on. But back in those days, you know, the 80s, even from the 70s, it seemed that every other rock, punk, newer, romantic, ska, pop star was shopping at Johnson's for their looks. They dressed everybody, especially the emerging bands of the whole, you know, Brit pop scene, especially for their music videos and their appearance on Top of the Pops on Fridays. Lloyd Johnson was almost the exclusive costumer or stylist.
You dip your hip, free your knee, squeal on your heel, baby, 1, 2, 3.
The top jacket, Johnny Thunders had this jacket. The tab jacket was worn by people like Adam and the Ants and various, virtually everybody had one of those. That was one of the best-selling jackets we had. That one's obvious, that was George Michael had that. And Nick, the drummer of Lords of the New Church, had that one. I did that jacket for him as a wedding present.
Well, my heart starts a hopping like a kangaroo. My feet do things I've never done before. Learn a quick gene, baby, give me more.
My motto is, if it's not fun, if it ain't fun, it don't get done, right? And like, I view clothes as fun. It's fun, like changing character with a suit of clothes, or you know, be it casual clothes or be it a suit, you know? You can become a different person visually just by what you wear. And it's fun to see the way people judge you on your appearance.
It was amazing how one simple boutique could have had so much cultural impact.
And one day this lady come in and said, can I have a word with you? So she's talking to me and she said, I'm Fred Astaire's daughter, and I don't think my father will be very happy about you putting his image on shirts and jackets. She phoned her father and explained everything, and he said he didn't mind, but he'd like a jacket and a silk scarf. She sent me a photograph of him wearing the jacket. So this is probably the thing that I'm most proud of in the exhibition. That doesn't happen every day.
Lloyd didn't just do homages to bikers. He did Teddy Boys, he did punk, he did western, country western, cowboy. He did ska, he did rude boy. All the subcultures and tribes of London were well catered for. Starting all the way back in 1966, during the mod era, Lloyd Johnson helped change the look of rock and roll, and it's particularly rock and roll fashion. He sold his iconic designs to people like Dylan, Keith Richards, David Bowie, Oasis, Spandau Ballet, Madness, and many, many more. And one of the iconic items of focus for Lloyd was his modern or reimagined take on the biker jacket. Lloyd began as a teenage modernist from Hastings, and he began procuring tab collar shirts for the Beatles and the Stones at Cecil G's menswear shop in London's Charing Cross. On opening his own first boutiques, the Heavy Metal Kids in Kensington Market from 1967, and then there was Johnson's, the Modern Outfitters, on the famous King's Road in Chelsea. And that was in 1978, right when the punk movement was at its peak. But more than just being a shopkeeper, he became an image maker. He kitted out Roxy Music in embroidered shirts, Rod Stewart in his velvet suits. He even fitted out the Cramps Luxe interior in gold leather.
Thank you, ladies and germs. I do believe you got... You do.
We've always been interested in flamboyancy, I think. We've been seeing rock and roll bands ourselves all our life. We love, I guess it comes from the Velvet Underground, it comes from the Stooges, it comes from the Dolls, it comes from Screamin' Jay Hawkins, it comes, I guess a lot of the black, darker side of rock and roll, I guess some people would put it that way, although those people I mentioned are all multifaceted people that have to do with life. You know, I don't know why we're drawn to that particular kind of image, you know, it just seems to be the way we are, you know, come from a lot of different places, horror movies, sex,
I think mixing violence with glamour goes really good together.
He also pioneered the black-studded leather La Rocca look, immortalised by none other than George Michael in his 1987 Faith video.
I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Because I got to have faith. I got to have faith.
You remember the scene in the famous music video Freedom, where the same jacket is set on fire. Today, the biker jacket is now as likely as to be seen paired with a ball gown on the red carpet as is to be on the back of a motorcycle cruising down Route 66. So the leather jacket's odyssey from gear of grease monkeys to the garb of glitterati is a testament to its enduring quality and its iconic and visceral appeal.